Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, how's everybody doing? We've got a little bit of a treat for you guys today. I was asked by a coworker to work on this for him, and this is something really cool. This is a framework laptop, and should just come apart here. There we go. Remove that. Let me know if the volume levels are good. I still don't have headphones here, so. And what we're going to be doing today is apparently these guys here had an issue with the first one of the earlier revisions, and where if the RTC battery goes out, it's no worky anymore. So in order to fix this, they send this guy here, this little guy. If I get it out of the package, I may have to do the little squeezy thing, get it down there. Okay. And you put this dude in. Now let's take a look and see what this dude is. See if we can get a better view. Okay, so this is neat here. What we've got going on is this guy here. This is some sort of voltage regulator. Maybe a DC power supply. DC to DC power supply. And then you've got a diode there, which is probably input protection, I would assume. Two capacitors, so this may just be a flat out regulator. And then you have a fuse here. So if you do something stupid, it will hopefully blow itself to protect the rest of the laptop. But pull up to the middle view here. There we go. So, but what we do is we replace the lithium battery here with that. And we're going to come over here. This dude right here, PL331, and solder that wire. So, I generally don't do laptop repair. Any of you guys in the tech business can understand why. This is just a pain in the ass. But the cool thing is, this is the framework laptop. So this is like an open source laptop, basically, and it's designed to be repairable. We're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna swap bits on the soldering iron because this would be kind of difficult. Although I could do it. to solder there. Sorry, Chaser, man. I have not opened it with a chainsaw. This is one of my coworkers' laptops, actually. So, and he was just like, "I heard you were good at soldering," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know who you've talked to, but they probably lied to you." But anyway, Chaser, how you doing, man? So we're gonna swap out the tip of the soldering iron, just the tip. And I think they want you to actually remove the entire motherboard to do this, so you're not, soldering next to the battery, but I'm not doing that. So we're going to swap this out here. The first thing we do remove the old battery, which is, we'll get it in the frame here. Wookie, I would like you to read the legal disclaimer on there. Oh, what are you tinkering with tonight? I got a decent show for you guys tonight. I've got these shit Yobo all-in-one one, and this one does not power on, so we're going to take a look at it. And this is the NES one, and I have no idea what's wrong with it. We're also going to look at it. So we got to get that battery out. And Wookie, how have you been, dude? It's been a minute since the Wookie has graced us with his presence, subtle or otherwise. And I have a little tool for this. Ultros, you will not. TVS Chaser, thank you for your service. You have stopped the evil that Ultros was trying to put in this channel. We do not do that here. Toying with some D20 math. Interesting. What's the D20 math for? Chaser shall know salvation. You are the one who shall perish. Once again, Chaser, thank you. The X is not to be trusted under any circumstances, and especially not if given from Ultros, the non... He's a believer. He believes in evil. Yep, that was easy enough. We pop that guy out. These are pretty cool little tools. Really good for like removing a SIM card or something. Oh, making some D20s out of solid blocks of wood. TVS Chaser did. He shall, and he shall again. He shall smite your attempts at evil, Ultros. You will not succeed. That's interesting, Chaser. I wonder what the math involved in that is. Or do I? Okay, so I'm assuming this guy goes in like this, and then we solder it in. Wookie, you do not. You do not come into my channel and do that. There will be legal repercussions. Wookie, you do not. You cannot. You can't just come in here and do something. You can't say something and just make it happen. You will not. The D6 Madhouse. Well, I would hope so. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Even Wookie. Even Wookie deserves a wonderful day. Even though he comes into my house bringing that bullshit, along with Ultros bringing his bullshit. A lot of bullshit in here tonight, gentlemen. Wyvern? Agent Wyvern. Do not. So, we're going to pop this guy in. And we're going to solder. Okay, so we need to make sure that this does not block the contacts. Which I can't see here. Okay, one contact in the front. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Wyvern. I'm gonna need it. This is quite the delicate operation. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. This is a framework laptop. So, a coworker of mine asked me if I could do this for him. So what's cool about this guy is and I don't know a lot about these, but we're learning. They are modular and they're designed to be worked on. So as you can see, removing the keyboard is like 4 screws, and you pop this off here. This connector. It's super easy. And as you can see inside here, RAM is there, SSD is there. You know, a lot of this crap is starting to be soldered. But here's one of the cool things. You know, if you look here, let's zoom in. Look at this. Look at this. And we were just talking about this the other day. But look at this. Scan framework QR codes with your phone's camera to get help and repairs. Order upgrade parts. Create marketplace listings, you know, whatever. But, yeah, and it's got this little QR code here. And if you go to their website, they have all of the information. On here. And everything is modular. It plugs in. It's a really cool concept. Snick, welcome in. So yeah, but you can swap out the screens, your Wi-Fi cards, all of it. So let's get back in frame here. It's over here. We could pull this all the way off, but I think I just want to like pin it down for now. So we need to solder this guy here to that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off some because I don't need that much wire. And we're going to come in, I believe it says you can come in from the top like so. So I'm going to scoot this over just a hair. So let's clip that. Okay, there we go. That's much better. And I almost need let me see here. If we can clear that up just a little bit. Sure that's not going to come loose. Okay. Turn that off. That back in place. Okay, hook that up. Let's see if she turns on. Okay, get a light. I'll have to dig a charger out, so. Might have to pull the power one more time. Let me get the wider view there. I had to go dig out an adapter. I don't have a power adapter, so. Take a look at that later. Okay, so what's next? I got another one of these. For some reason, the square power button upsets you, right? So let's see if we can figure out what's going on with this guy. Is that a wild chakra? Let's see, is it the same power supply here for this guy? Probably. Yeah, 5 volts, okay. I gotta check because you never know with these cheap Chinesium things. This one says doesn't power on, so let's just... Power's on to me. Well, I'm doing okay. Trying to hide from the world. Hide from how much I hate my life. So we're here. Alright, let's try this out. Look at this. I don't hear any audio, which is kind of weird. Well, that's the whole point of them, Chakra. I mean, that seems to work, although I don't have the audio, which is kind of weird. So I'm wondering, let me try swapping these cables out. Because the ones that come with it are probably more designed to work with it. Yeah, those feel like they go in better. Let's see if that fixes our audio problem. It's not that this cable's bad, we know this cable's good, but... Oh, yep, that was it. suck at Mario 3. Okay, cool. Well. It doesn't like that. Of course, it could just be a dirty cart. Oh, the audio sounds a bit rough. And it might. I don't know what these are supposed to sound like. Oh, is the Mario loud? Well, let's see if this works. So interesting, the Super Nintendo side of this doesn't work. So I've got one where the NES works. Let me look, because that could just be the... It could just be the input. True, false. You were up either super late or super early. Oh no. The background music. Okay, how's that? Because it sounds okay coming out of this, but this is my cheap, shitty SpongeBob TV, so take that with a grain of salt. Okay, so cool. Well, this one half works. So I've got one that'll play NES games, and I have one that'll play SNES games. So that'll give us something to tear into. And then I've got one more of these guys that I picked up. And I need to look up the power supply on this. Let's see what... Let's see what the specs are for the power supply here. Well, let's see here. Let me bring the music back. Okay, so in bed. See, this is going to be kind of a short stream because I've got to go cook tomorrow morning for work. Let's roll the dice here. It can't get any more broke, right? So we will try the... Okay, because I'm also seeing this is supposed to get... Oh, this one's dead, isn't it? Now let's open this one up and see what's inside. Yeah, we've got a potluck tomorrow, so... And I never do anything for them, so... Like, you know what? Let's do something this year. So I'm making a bunch. I am making... And I'm ending up doing 2 green bean casseroles. Because my coworker was going to bring one, and then she started really not feeling good tonight and asked me to bring one. So I'm doing 2. And nothing special, just, green beans. Cream of mushroom for one, cream of chicken for my normal, and then I'll chop up some onions and put some bacon in there, some freshly baked bacon. And I'm also bringing deviled eggs because why not? And I'm bringing some mac and cheese. So we've got 4 screws here to take out. And that screwdriver's not going to fit in there, so let's use this one. That one may not fit. And then I'm doing some mac and cheese. I've got the Cheetos flavored mac and cheese. It's actually really good if you've never had it before. Highly recommend. And then I'm doing some bacon wrapped shrimp. One of the things I miss most is cooking for the family. Just cooking for yourself kind of sucks. And half of them I'm going to do with jalapeno. It'll be bacon wrapped shrimp with a slice of jalapeno. There's not much to this guy, is there? There's really not a whole lot cooking in this little feller. So let's take a look-see here. So on the back side, let's get a little bit of zoomies here. So we've got a power supply, some sort of diode that's probably an input protection diode. I wonder if that got blown up. Let's switch over to diode. No, she's good. I guess I should probably. So that's telling me that I have a 0.7 volt drop across the diode. Let me see if I can. Is that easy to? No, that's not any better at all. Yeah, I need to prop it up like this. Yep, so that little diode setting. So that tells us the forward bias of the diode, basically how much voltage drop it's got. So it's 0.7. So, I can blow it up real quick. There are a couple ways to blow up a diode. You know, I keep forgetting to bring my ether killer, my suicide cord. You guys ever seen a suicide cord before? I've got a couple of them. Because I'm not doing AC work, I don't have them here. There's probably one here at the shop, at least one, but yeah. Let's take these screws out here and see. Let me see if I can find. OT dash 8008 R supply. Nope.
Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Peach.
So it says it's looking for a 10 volt, but also 5 volt. Here, minus Okay, 7.5 volts. Let's see here. Center positive. So let's rig that up. It does not have a noose on it, true false. A suicide cord is basically where's it at? 110 volt AC plug on one end and two clippy leads on the other. Let's see what happens if we feed this with the right voltage. Probably this dude right here. Maybe this dude. No. Maybe this dude. Maybe. Let's see. We'll see if we get any voltage in here. Okay, it says at 7.5 volts, center positive. So we'll take our clippy leads off. Actually, does this plug in just like that? No, we'll just use that. Okay. So this is already center positive. So if I was going to plug you in, I need to be able to plug it in. I guess I can unplug the soldering iron. I want to get to 7.5 volts. Then we're going to start, if this doesn't work, we're going to start probing around. We have no signs of life there. See if there's any sort of sag on the power supply. Nothing. So the first thing is, let's see if we're getting any sort of power here. Should be a back pin. Okay, so we're getting power to the board. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Make sure this is the right polarity. Yep. Oh, maybe. Very interesting. Ultros do not. You do not the X here. Oh, thanks, True False. So very interesting. This is supposed to take a... Okay, so this is definitely center positive, and we're feeding it ostensibly what it wants. But it doesn't seem like something's working here, so let's pull it apart and see what we can find. The Wyvern, yeah, it is dangerous, hence being called a suicide cord. But if you know what you're doing, it's not. It's super useful for working on things that have interlocks that prevent you from opening them up and working on them. Or if you're testing a particular component on the bench. Oh, one more there. See, it's funny, this is just a system on a chip. You can see this one also has the wonderful soldering job that the previous one did. I'm wondering if the power switch is bad. Because I don't see anything that looks out of place. Also, side note, there is no way in hell this thing passed any sort of FCC inspections. Okay. We can see here again, like I said, this is just like, let me zoom in just a little bit. Like, there's definitely shmoo all over the damn place. Okay, so we're going to switch this to continuity mode. And what continuity mode on a multimeter is basically, if you guys don't know, you're learning some electronics here, it beeps when there's a completed circuit. Stops beeping, beeps. Okay, so right now we're going to test the switch. Okay. Switch seems to work. Okay, let's test the continuity now. between these four. And what I want to look at is I want to trace the power here back. Okay, so it looks like pins 1 and 2 on this connector. So it looks like the power comes from pin 2. That's very interesting. What's going on here? What are you? That looks like another diode. Let's check it. Uh-huh. Wait. No, that's working. What is that? That's a capacitor. Okay. So over here, let's get some power to this thing. Okay, so this is off right now. Well, it's FCC, so this thing is probably putting out spurious emissions all over the damn place. So that should be... Okay, so that's ground. Now, what's really odd... It shows 7.5 volts at 500 milliamps. Center positive. And that tracks. Or does it? Okay. So we definitely have voltage. Okay. So when I turn the switch on, unfortunately, this thing may just be dead, but I'm not sure. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't see what's causing the issues here. Maybe I can find a schematic online. Yeah, it's crazy how little there is in here. Okay, well, we have not had a lot of success tonight, have we? Let's go ahead and put this thing back together for now. I'm going to do a little bit more research on these guys. But it's still cool to look and see what's inside of them. At the absolute worst, I ended up with a 72 pin connector I can use for something cool. You know, maybe we could put an NES inside of something. Something crazy that you wouldn't think to put an NES inside of. What do you guys think? But yeah, luckily, Wyvern, this is not gonna burn down your house, more likely than not. I mean, that would be funny. You know, like AVGN has the toaster, right? You know, both of those are absolutely doable. And I think you can actually just use the SNES controller ports and everything. I think they'll work with the NES. NES waffle iron. So we'll turn that off. Oh. So unfortunately, she no worky. I failed. I apologize. I wasted all of your time. But there were no guarantees in this business. I think this one works. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the craziest thing we could put an NES into? The motherboard would have to fit. Motherboard and cartridge slot have to fit. Not the original cartridge slot. We could take the cartridge slot out of one of these. I'll get a 72 pin connector. Solder that bitch on there. So, unfortunately, okay. Next project. This will be the last project tonight, I think. I've really got to get to bed at a reasonable hour because I've got to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, I brought my drum. Donde estás drum key? There it is. So, this is my snare drum for my electric drum set that was gifted to me. And it has been acting up. I just recently put a new head on it. I suspect the problem is the piezo sensor on it. So the cool thing about this is just like a real drum set, the way you take it apart. I know you can't really see what I'm doing here, but you'll see whenever I get over to that side. You use this, it's called a drum key, and these are just square connectors. I suspect the piezo sensor busted in this thing again. So all these electric sets or these in particular. So it's got like this head on it, which is just a fabric basically. But you kind of tune it up like a real drum head. And then there's a little foam pad that transfers the energy of you whacking it with a stick to a piezo sensor. If I had the oscilloscope hooked up, I could show you guys, but so Wyvern, don't forget to check your DMs. I'm in your DMs. Okay, so that's the hoop. Oh, you did? Oh. Well, my bad. And then that's the head, and then this is the inside. And I've already worked on this thing. So I'm going to pull this. I wonder if the bottom one is messed up. So I need to see if we can actually see this work. I have a baggie around here somewhere. Oh, Trogdor, that's a good one. I approve. What's going on, dude? Okay, I just saw your response. I don't know when that popped up, but I blame Luthon. There you go, Trogdor. It has been done. Okay. So we're going to look at a DC voltage here. I believe this is the tip. Both of them seem to be working okay. Maybe I just need to reseat the foam here, see if that works. Not, I'll just order a replacement sensor harness. Right back. So, I've got that N64 build to do. And unfortunately, I don't have the badge, and I'm still waiting on that to come in. I ordered it from France, and apparently it got lost in the mail. So the poor dude sent me another one and refunded me before I could even say anything, because I dropped him a line. I was like, hey, man, just a heads up, I haven't got this yet. And he sent like a 3-paragraph apology letter, and I haven't had a chance to respond to it, but I feel so bad for the dude. It's just like, you know, I didn't expect that. Like, I was just letting you know that, hey, man, it's not here yet. So, but anyway, I've got a custom badge for this. But how would you guys feel if we did the build and then I just put the badge on another stream? Yeah, and it's, you know, it sucks more for him because, like, and I would have told him, no, just send me another one. Don't refund me and send me another one. And I mean, it's like, okay, so it probably costs him like $5 a piece to make them or something based on what he's selling them at. But still, it's like, at the best, he's not making any money. He's probably losing a little bit of money. So, but yeah, we could go ahead and do the rest of the build and then just badge it whenever I get the badge in. I know, Luthon. I think you guys need to go in the pit. But Wyvern, so I saw the reply. So let's test these things. We'll test that and see if they're any good. Okay, that's still heating up. But I have 2 of them over here that they're brand new. They're not, but I've bought them and haven't done anything with them yet. And we'll see if they're any good. Because if they're good and they have good rubbers, I can crack them open and clean them up if they need it. If not, there's no reason for that, and I can just send them over to you. No promises on how long they'll last. I'm still trying to find rubbers. I have not found any good rubbers. I'm going to drop Skunky a line and see what he's doing nowadays. Because I kind of want to order a board from him anyway. Because, man, I'd kill for some good rubbers. Like, that's... I wish somebody would make good rubbers. I'd pay $20 a set for them, and I'm not even kidding. Hell, I'd pay $30 a set for good rubbers at this point. Something that's consistent. But I'm almost thinking, like, because I've heard that you can, like, put spacers in some of these other ones, and they work much better. And maybe I could 3D print some spacers that work consistently, because it's yeah, because his controller building, my controller building are completely different. He is an artist. I bumblefuck my way through them and kind of make them work, and they work okay. Skunky's controllers are works of art. I mean, they're not bad. I think he charges about $100 a pop for them, but that's like I mean, those are all like one-off controllers. More than that. Well, still, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's charging too much, because I mean, just for reference. For technical stuff, I usually charge about $125 an hour. And he spends a good hour and a half building a controller. So, yeah. I mean, 10 years ago, I was charging $75 an hour to do guitar amp repairs and stuff. So we'll put this back together. I do not have a Yeet that is fake yeet. And I may just go ahead and order a new sensor for this thing, because it was fucked when I got it. Wyvern, you have been told wrong, and that is a fake, unauthorized counterfeit block you were posting in chat, and I will alert old Bill. And the SGC. So, yeah, Wyvern knows because I sent him a DM. But, you guys see? New Stargate series is coming out. We'll need to dust off our P90s, Wyvern. Dude, I feel you. I feel you. You are 100% absolutely right in feeling that. And they're, to be honest, they're probably going to. Like, let's not fool ourselves here. But it's got a lot of the original people involved. So that's usually a pretty good sign. Not always, but, you know, generally speaking. Because Brad Wright, as soon as I saw Brad Wright's name, I was like, oh, this is... Yeah, well, Brad Wright, who, like, did a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, is on board. I still like SG-1 over Atlantis. I love Atlantis, don't get me wrong. But it's not... Yeah, we got our P90. Well, actually RCP-90. So we're ready to rock and roll. But yeah, I am cautiously optimistic. I haven't even watched that fucking net series that they did. Yes, we are shooting a drum. No, I was doing a little repair work on it. Dude, I kind of want to try to make you one. Yeah, well, it was set with like, you know, Catherine, what's her name's initial. So I'm not gonna subject you guys to this. I'll test it later. But yeah, Catherine, what's her name? It was supposedly set in that time, so the World War II time frame, but it was Terabad is what I've heard. Well, Arctic, how you doing, buddy? All right, let's test some controllers, shall we? So over here, I got a satchel. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Dude, that sucks. I can say I have never been that upset at my job. But I've been close. That's understandable, my dude. Well, anything you want to talk about, or just, you know, you feel free to vent here in chat, man. Does your boss suck? Did Luthon do something? Luthon probably did something to cause you. Are you working the one that you used to work? I'm not going to mention it because I know you have always Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to say it on stream because I know you're kind of like not like super public about what you do. Okay, so this one I don't know how I feel about. We're going to try it out, though. It's definitely dirty, so I'd probably want to clean this up for you if I send you this one. And look, I've got a lot of money in this wyvern. So let's try this out. Okay, so right now I'm testing the okay. That feels pretty good, dude. Okay, you really got to go down. So those don't feel great. But once they're down, they're down. I mean, you can look at you see the input display, right? And let me I mean, that seems okay. I mean, that seems all right. I think it feels good. So we're going to turn this off. TNMT speed run to 98%. Okay, explain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just didn't happen. Look in the mirror. You only have yourselves to blame. I'll probably reopen that. I may refund everybody their points. To be honest, I'm not feeling. So this is another one. It's a little dirty. So let's try this out here. I don't like this one as much. Yeah, this one. That's okay, but this. That I'm not a fan of. So it's probably got a busted. I like the. I like the B&A a lot better. Yeah, it's not dead, but like that's not good. See, but this is good. This is good here. I picked it up at my local retro game store, and Wyvern has been having controller issues, so I figured, yeah, see if I can put him together a controller. Oh, damn, Arctic. Well, I hope things get better for you, bud. Jader, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Do not the X here. So let's do a little surgery here. Okay. So this one is the one with the good. You know, this would be a good opportunity, I think. Oh, yeah, that's got some fingerprints on it. I don't want to use that. So this one's got good. This one's got good B&A. And D-pad. So let's crack them open. Oh, damn, Luthon. Well, don't hire the guys that Zantino had. Oh, no chat in YouTube today. I've been trying to watch that more. Trisk, no, send me a link to that, dude. Oh, and I'm definitely not going to be able to do Split Fiction this weekend. But next week, well, next week's Thanksgiving, though, so I don't know if you've got time. I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving, so I will be around all week. Okay. So let's take a look here. I don't really see anything wrong with the D-pad here, though. Like, none of them are... It looks okay. And this board looks minty. Like, look at this. There's almost no wear. But there's dirt in here. I wonder if it's just that, see, there's some dirt there. And I'm wondering if that's part of it. So let's clean this up here. 'Cause this is a pretty good feeling controller. It's just dirty. There's some like cat hair or something there. Yeah, no, this one should be good because this one has very little wear. Let's just try cleaning it and seeing if we can get this one. Because if I can get 2 out of this, that would be great. But I mean, you can see this, right? Like there's... I mean, look at that D-pad. There's just the slightest amount of wear on that. Might even want to sand it down a little bit. See, like this one has more wear. We'll clean this. Let me go grab. Oh no, they're right here. Okay, if I were Deoxit, where would I be? That game is not fun, J-Derg. Just kind of get the shmoo off of here. Because it feels good. I mean, it really feels good. So, J-Derg, how did the rest of your attempts go? Oh, we didn't clean this one off either. I should have remembered which way that went in there, but I guess we'll find out, huh? Because it looks good. But yeah, Trisk, send me a link to those boards and I'll build one, dude. I actually saw Skunky earlier today. He hasn't been streaming that much, but he was in Stuff's channel. So, J-Derg, you're still there. I need some ideas. I want to build an NES into something crazy. Like, put it in a different shell. But I don't know what. It doesn't feel great. Wondering if that's not lined up or something. Something's fucky. Something doesn't feel right here. Huh. That feels better now. See if this works any better. Sorry, didn't mean to bump the mic there. Still mushy. Not a fan. Oh, hey, Navic Nick. Yeah, I thought maybe it needed to charge some, so I just set it aside because I didn't have a charger. Okay. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Do I need to turn it on and let it run? I got green lights, I just don't have any Oh, okay. Well, I will set it aside then. Anyway, let's get this going here. See what we can do for you, Mr. Wyvern. Okay. I still don't like the feel of this. Oh, hey! There we go. Thanks for telling me that. I didn't know that. Now that's better. That's a lot better. Let me get... Still not... See, that's good. Let me tighten these two here. Or loosen. And actually, I want to loosen these. Let's put that back in just a hair. There we go. There we go. It's amazing what an eighth of a turn on a screw will do, huh? All right, let's try it out here. This one's still a little... It's a little stiff. But it's not... I mean, it's not terrible. Let's try this out. Oh, you don't have to worry about lunch, dude. I mean, it took me like 5 minutes. I mean, it's just a hair stiff. It's not terrible, but let's find out. Guess I could probably turn the audio down on the TV. Oh, not on the right pixel. It's hard to see on this screen. Oh, come on. I mean, so far, it's okay. It's not great, but it's definitely. I mean, so far it seems to be okay. That's unfortunate, but... True Falls, thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a good night. Good seeing you, man. I don't get to see you too much on here due to our... Hey, man, we got a Pringles. You know, I think this is probably serviceable, dude. The other one feels much better. I'll send them both to you. Yeah, I'm honestly, dude. I'm about to get off of here because I gotta get home so I can wake up at. All right, here's the real test. I don't know, Wyvern. You might not be getting this one. I mean, it feels good. It needs to be cleaned, but... Yeah, we'll see you later, True False. Have a good one. It betrays. It betrays again. I mean, dude, so far, so good. I mean, it could be the purple NES, too. Maybe it just needs to be broken in a little bit. That was my fault. See if I can remember the strats. Nope. I forgot. That's okay. Okay, we'll fix it in post. I mean, so far, dude, it's this is definitely the worst of the two. But I think it's definitely serviceable. It seems to be loosening it up. I mean, I mean, you saw the inside of it. It seemed damn near brand new. Okay, Wyvern, you can have it. Go away. Probably not. Wow, okay. There was a bad input. I mean, so far we're doing okay. Fuck you, Dave. That was a weird pattern. I wish I had an input display built. Oh, damn it. Wish I had an input display built over here. Forgot. You're supposed to whip that one later when you have a short whip. Oh, I disagree. All right, what do you think, dude? Okay, I'll send it. I'll try to clean it up a little bit first, but let's try this other one out. But that one seems okay now. This one feels better, though. I don't know why I have forgotten how to do this. It's pretty annoying. Okay. Knew that was coming. That's okay. There we go. Oh, rip. I forgot the strat there. I wasn't supposed to walk that far, that's right. Oh. Okay, that seems to work all right. But we've got to test it out on a proper game. Okay, enough of that. Okay, I think I'm going to call it for a night, gentlemen. I'd say ladies, but I didn't see a creep anywhere. But yeah, Wyvern, if you're happy with these, I'll clean them up and get them posted to you. Yeah, sure thing, Nick. I'll bring it in tomorrow. Let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Thanks everybody for hanging out. Like I said, try to hang out tomorrow about 3 o'clock Central. Exclamation point cleared hot if you want to see the details there. Let's see who's twitching. But yeah, I'm super excited to show off cleared hot. Let's see who's on. Man, where's the boys at? Oh, David's on. We'll go say hi to David. We'll give Wyvern some PTSD here. Shocker, you didn't pay attention to the spreadsheet, my dude. And if you don't follow David, you should. He's a hell of a CV2 runner. Somebody is supposed to be streaming right now, and you're not. Where's the CV1 crew at? We got to bring the spreadsheet back. I'm bringing the spreadsheet back. The boomsticks. Oh man, I promise I'm going to get back to your ROM hack one of these days. I've been having a lot of fun doing the shop thing. I mean, I guess I could play it over here. Nothing saying I can't do that. And I've got that nice purple NES that's sitting over here right now. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully you learned something and or are inspired to do this yourself. You know, that's the reason I do these, is I want to teach people that, you know, it's not necessarily me showing off cool stuff, which I like doing, but it's to show you that you can do it. Because I'm a moron. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But anyway, we're going to go say hi to David. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and we will see you tomorrow around 3. And yeah, if you don't sub to the YouTube channel, please do that. We're only 5 away from damageless CV1. Ugh. I'm not looking forward to that.
All right. Aramis Belmont, raiding with a party of 7. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders.